Hi cellists, this is Miss Ye. We're going to go over Beethoven's Ninth today. So before I play the whole thing, I just want to look at a couple of measures. So the first four measures, the first two you play with the violins. You have the exact same melody. The measure three, you play the harmony. So you're going to play something completely different than the violins, and you guys harmonize. So measure three is going to be F, F, fourth finger G, open A, back to fourth finger G, and then F. Now, when you play that A on measure three, you don't have to take all of your fingers off actually, because you're going to go right back to that G. So if you have your hands nice and curved on the cello here, and this way you're not touching the A string, so measure three, you would play three, or three, four, and then your elbow goes to the A string position, play the A. But see how my fingers are still in place on the D string? I'm going to go right back to that G on measure four. See how that works? Just make sure I have a nice little tunnel, and then this way you won't hit the other string. So you can just move your arm over when you play and then come right back down. One less movement. We're going to jump to measure 29 because that is a note that you haven't played yet. Some of you guys probably have it figured out, but just in case, it is on the G string, and it's your first finger on the G string. It's your right here. Now that is A on the G string. It is the same A as the higher A. So when you plug them together, they sound the same, but one is lower and one is higher. That's the one that we're going to be playing at measure 29. So from measure 28, you're going to finish fourth finger G on the D string. It's a half note, so you want to hold for 2 counts. Then F, and then you have a quarter rest. So then all you do is look at I don't know if you can see my hand. You're going to move that first finger to the G string, and now you have your A. So you don't have to do a lot of movements. So fourth finger G on the D string. This is measure 28. And then F. You have a quarter rest. At that rest, you see how my finger just moves over to the G string for the A. And you're right in position. And then measure 30 is actually the same note. 3 counts on the first finger on the G string, which is A, 2, 3 quarter, and then at measure 31 you play G, or fourth finger on the D string, and see how I place the rest of my fingers on the D string while my first finger is still on the G string, and then move it over. So you don't have to go like this and then pick your hand up. You can just move your fingers over to the note that you need on the D string, and then move my first finger over when I have found everybody else. I'm going to play through Beethoven's Ninth right now. Don't worry about all the stuff I just talked about. Just slow practicing, and don't use your bow. You can just pizzicato. You can pluck the string so you can practice moving your fingers to the next string and over. It's like a little dance. It's a little choreography between your hands, between your fingers and the fingerboard. Okay, I'm going to play from beginning to the end at a slower tempo, and then I'll play at a faster tempo. Measure 5, 2, 3, 4, measure 6, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Now the G string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2. Okay, now I'm going to play a little bit faster. And if you noticed, I kept my fingers very close to the strings and slowly moved to the strings. I try not to pick up my fingers unless I really have to. So that could be a game. You could look at your music and see, when do I have to pick my fingers up? And when can I just leave my fingers down? Because I'm going to go back to that string. So I'm going to play a little bit faster. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. Rest. 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4.